Hi, my name is Matthew and welcome to Matthew Land. Today we are talking about the Supreme Court. Thank God we are not talking about any of the allegedly questionable things that any of the justices have been doing or any of the unpopular decisions that have been coming out lately. At least I don't think that this is really all that questionable. I think this is actually a great decision. It's about gerrymandering. Now, if you don't know what gerrymandering is, it's about an electoral map that may have been drawn to be really beneficial for one party or another, or something that may be marginalizing one group or another. They said that the Alabama electoral map was drawn to marginalize the black vote. A couple of months ago, actually, in North Carolina, the state Supreme Court said that electoral map was drawn with, quote, surgical precision to marginalize the black vote. And more recently than that, this one also went up to the Supreme Court. They said that electoral map was again drawn to take out the black vote. Now, I'm not saying that the Republican Party is racist. They always say that they're not racist. I'm not saying that they're racist. But all of these maps have been drawn with Republican legislatures. Again, I'm not saying that they're racist. I'm saying that they just want to win, and they're doing this because they want to win. A lot of black people, they know that they typically vote Democratic, and that's why they're doing this. I'm not saying that they're racist. I just want to make that clear. They just want to win. I get it. I understand. However, that's not American. That's not why this country was founded. Now, I get it. There are other examples of gerrymandered maps. For example, if you look at the presidential election in Wisconsin, it was actually very close, but it was not voting for Trump. However, their state legislature is almost completely Republican. Michigan, they actually flipped from being red to blue in their state legislature. They were finally able to do this even though the state is primarily Democratic. And the Democratic legislature is redrawing their maps so that it reflects the actual makeup of their state. Now, I understand why they do this, like I said. They just want to win. But that's why our founding fathers left England, is because they wanted their voices heard. If they didn't want to be marginalized, they didn't want this to happen. This isn't American. There was recently a tape that came out that had someone from the Republican Party who was very high up, who was in charge of drawing legislative maps and controlling where polling places were. And she was quoted as saying that she was against having polling places in college campuses because it made it easier for college students to vote. She said something along the lines of, I'm paraphrasing here, that college students could just roll out of bed and go vote. It made it very easy for them. Why wouldn't you want to make it easy for people to vote? I know why. It's fear. It's fear. Why are you afraid of people voting? That's why the Republicans want to get rid of early voting. That's why they want to get rid of mail-in voting and drop boxes and things like that. It has to do with making it easier for people to vote. Alabama was gerrymandered badly because they didn't want black people who vote typically for Democrats. Louisiana was gerrymandered badly because they didn't want to make it easier for black people who typically vote for Democrats to vote. But they wanted to thin it out. They wanted to thin out their votes because they wanted to make sure that the Republicans would stay in power. Now, I am a Democrat. I just want to give you the facts. And I want you to make up your own decisions. I've told a lot of people that I don't care who you vote for, I just want you to vote. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I want you to vote because that is American. That's what this country was founded on. Just be a fucking American. Make it so that the vote is as split and as even as you possibly can make it. If one party is afraid, why are they afraid? Think about that next time you vote. Think about why they're afraid. Also, think about there's TV channels that are talking about be afraid of mainstream media. Fox News is always talking about mainstream media. They are also very proud of the fact that more Americans get their news from Fox than any other source. Doesn't that make them the most mainstream media than anyone else? And also, if they're the most mainstream media than anyone else, why did they just have to pay out a massive settlement? Because they were caught lying to the American people. Why are they lying to you? Why are they afraid for people to vote? Why are they afraid for early voting? Why are they afraid for more people to vote? I know the election is a long way off, but you know what? Think about why people are afraid for you to vote. Why are they afraid? Think about that. Why are they afraid? And when they say something to you, check their facts. Because if the mainstream media, and when I say mainstream media, I mean where more Americans get their news than any other source, that is the most mainstream than you can get. Check their facts. Because they got caught lying to you. If they are gerrymandering, if your party is gerrymandering because they don't want people to vote, they want to thin out the vote, why do they want to thin out the vote? It's because they're scared. Why are they scared? Check their facts. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm telling you that people are afraid for who you vote for. And think of why. Why are they afraid? Just think about that. Again, my name is Matthew. This has been Matthew Land. If you think that anything that I've said is interesting, please like and subscribe. I'll always try and bring something interesting for you. And I'll see you next time.